If you're looking to buy or sell a luxury home in the Miami-Dade real estate market, this is the video for you. This is the channel for you. We're going to be talking about all the information that you need to know about the luxury real estate market in Miami-Dade in this video. So make sure you watch till the end so you can make the best informed decision for yourself and for your family. Jake Fletcher here with the Fletcher Group at eXp Realty, your Miami real estate agent, and all my contact info is in the description down below if you guys would like to reach out. And I noticed that there was nobody doing consistent updates for the luxury real estate market in Miami-Dade that was data backed, okay? And on my channel, I do market updates. I do market updates for condos, I do market updates for single family homes, and I realized that there was this lack of information about data in the luxury market. So that's what I'm gonna start bringing to you guys on the regular, just like I bring my normal market updates. We're gonna be talking about the luxury space, okay? Which is everything that's $1.5 million and up, which represents about the top 9 to 10% of the market, okay? So let's take a look at the luxury market for single family homes in Miami-Dade, which is again, everything 1.5 million and up. And it's a very interesting market, and I wanna share some graphs with you guys here. The first of which we're gonna be looking at median sale price to days on market, all right? So median sale price for luxury single family homes came in at $2.35 million for April of 2023, okay? So we're looking at the green line there, all right? And that's actually down from $2,469,500 in March, okay? So from 2.35, came down from 2.47 basically in March of 2023. That's that little downtick there, all right? That's a decrease of $119,500 or a 4.8% decrease. It's also a year-over-year decrease of $175,000 or 6.9%. So definitely a bit of a slowdown in the luxury market as far as median sale price is concerned, all right? And we kind of see that downward trend happening since the beginning of 2022, basically. So the next metric we're gonna look at here is the blue line, which is days on market. And days on market actually increased to 97 days on market in April 2023, up 12 days from March 2023, where we saw an average of 85 days on market, okay? So that's a 14% increase. We also saw a giant year-over-year increase in days on market from last April, which was over here, which was a staggering 21 days on market, okay? Staggeringly low compared to 95 where we're at now, okay? And this amounts to a 361.9% increase in days on market year over year, which is absolutely substantial, okay? So the next slide we're gonna look at here is the number of sales versus the close price to original price ratio. And the close price to original price ratio is basically just a measure of what a property was listed at versus what it actually ultimately sold for, okay? So this is an interesting slide here. We have the sales is our green line. The blue line is the close price to original price ratio. So the sales have picked up big time over the last 6 months. In fact, sales in April came in at 113 total, which is up 53 units from this low point in December here, which was December 2022, which is an 88.3% increase, okay? However, sales are down month over month, okay? That was the December low there. Sales are down, you can see here, are down month over month from March's 122 sales, which is a 7.3% decrease, and also down year over year from last April over here, which was at 164 sales, and that's a 31.1% decrease, okay? However, the trend of sales is upward and they're still historically pretty low, okay? So we see that trending upwards, but compared to the last few years here, it's still pretty low compared to the last few years, but they are seeming to rise as people sort of get used to this new economic environment that we're in, okay? So this heating up of the market is supported by the closed to original price ratio getting higher as well. It's increased for the last 3 months since since January. So in April, the close price to original price ratio was 92.4%. However, that is down 4.7% year over year from last April over here. And, there are definitely still deals to be had, but the difference between the list price and the sale price are getting closer together, okay? So that's interesting to note. Definitely something to keep in mind, all right? The deals are still out there, but they're getting to be less juicy deals, so to speak, all right? So let's take a look at luxury single family home inventory. So we can see here we have our active number of listings is our green line. The blue line is our number of new listings, okay? So we can see that the active number of listings, AKA supply, is back up to pre-pandemic levels here, okay? This is, if you watch my other market updates, you'll notice that this is a very, very different story than the rest of the market below 1.5 million, where inventory is still super low, okay? April ended with 1,236 high-end homes, although that's a month-over-month decrease from 41 units. We see that little decrease there, or a 3.2% reduction of supply. It's a year-over-year upturn, however, of 375 homes, or a 43.5% increase from where we were over here, okay? So looking at new listings, which is our blue line there, we see a steady upward, trend since the beginning of the pandemic era. We kind of see this sort of upward trend happening here. It's oscillated back and forth, yes, but overall the trend is upwards, and it appears to be continuing overall. In April of 2023, we saw a healthy addition of 250 units of inventory, although that is down. You can see the little downward trend. It's down 29 units month over month for a 10.4% decrease, and also a year-over-year reduction of 72 units for a 22.4% reduction, which was this big peak here, right? So, that was a big peak. It might make you, if you just zoomed into like just this portion, it would look like it's trending downwards. But when we look at it over the scale of a few years, we see the overall trend is upwards in terms of new inventory. And I can tell you anecdotally, there's no shortage of new luxury homes being built, in the Miami market. So overall, new inventory and overall inventory of luxury homes in Miami is pretty healthy, and that's a big reason why we haven't seen the prices continue to skyrocket, okay, like we have seen in the the normal market, so to speak. All right, so lastly, let's take a look at months of inventory. Months of inventory is simply a measure of if no new homes came on the market, how long would it take to sell the existing supply, okay? So like the rest of the market, it appears to be heating up since the end of last year and beginning of this year. Right now, we're at 11 months of inventory, which is right on the verge of a buyer's, of a buyer's market if it goes higher, right? And some would actually argue that it is a buyer's market, but generally we say that 12 months or more is a buyer's market. Anything that's 6 to 12 months is a normal market, and then anything that's less than 6 months is considered a seller's market, okay? So for context, just a few months ago in February, we were at 18 months of inventory, and in December of 2022, this peak here, we were at 20 months of inventory. So things are getting more competitive, but there is still room to negotiate, like we saw with the closed price to original price ratio, which is where, working with a market expert like myself comes into play to figure out exactly what the stats are, what the data is, and what the value of a property is, what the actual market value is, not what, somebody lists it as, or they say or claim that it is, or what, God forbid, what Zillow's estimate says, which, by the way, the guy who created Zillow's home sold for like $1.5 million less than what the Zestimate said. So don't take Zestimates for that, their word. That's a whole nother story. But anyways, what does this mean if you're looking to buy a luxury home in the Miami market? What does it mean if you're looking to sell a luxury home in the Miami market? If you're a buyer in the luxury market in Miami, there's plenty of inventory. There's more inventory coming on the market, so you can have patience in this market, okay? Especially if you're buying cash, you of course have the upper hand. If you're looking to do a jumbo loan, then, rates are pretty high right now. It's possible we could see rates coming down towards the end of the summer, end of the year, but that remains to be seen as we wait for certain economic data and certain, other data like is the government going to shut down in terms of, not coming to an agreement with the budget, things like that. But we should see if, the government doesn't default on its debts, and we see inflation continuing to decrease, then we should see interest rates start to come down. So for people looking for jumbos, that's good news later in the year. But again, you can have patience in this market. Median sale prices aren't skyrocketing. They're not going crazy out of control. A lot of the luxury sellers and, luxury developers that I'm in touch with, they're chomping at the bit for sales, right? So, even though we're at 11 months of inventory, we're not at 12 months of inventory or higher. It's pretty close to a buyer's market. Buyers do have a lot more of an upper hand in this market than they do in the non-luxury space. What does it mean if you're a seller of luxury real estate in the Miami market? Marketing, 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 marketing. There has never been a more important time in history to have good marketing. People taking photos with their cell phones and things like this, it blows my mind that I see properties listed for 7 and 8 figures with a freaking iPhone 6 photo of the property, okay? Now, myself personally, I'm an expert of marketing. That's something that I do better than anybody. I'll put my marketing of properties up against anybody else in the entire Southeast Florida market. If you want to learn more about that, reach out to me directly. But my opinion is that a home should be sold before the buyer even visits because the marketing is so good, all right? And, that's my perspective. That's where I come from. That's why my sellers always get more money for their property and sell their property in quicker time with less headaches and less stress than with any other agents on the market, guaranteed, okay? And, again, if you want to learn more about that, reach out to me directly. All my contact info is in the description down below, whether you're looking to buy, sell, or even invest in a luxury property here in Miami-Dade. Jake Fletcher here with the Fletcher Group at eXp Realty, your Miami real estate agent. And if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and subscribe. There's no reason not to. I don't know why you wouldn't, right? I'm going to be bringing you guys consistent luxury market updates on my channel from now on. This is the first of that new style. Before, I've just been doing the market as a whole. But like I said, I realized that there's this niche that nobody's serving. So if you want to get that information, definitely subscribe to my channel. And I do all kinds of other fun videos as well, including high-end new developments. So definitely subscribe, definitely like the video, definitely share it with anybody you know who might be interested. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.